All right, this weekend then we have a massive fight. We've got Israel Adesanya going up against Alex Pereira for the 4th time, trying to get that belt back. Will he become the middleweight king again? I don't know. We'll see. But guess what? We're not here to talk about that. Oh, no. We are going to talk about that later in the week because it is a thrilling fight. We're here to talk about the co-main event and one Jorge Gilbert Masvidal. Masvidal, this man has been around the block forever. And there's not an octagon, a boxing ring, or a backyard that he doesn't want to brawl in. Listen, let me tell you, he is truly, and I hate saying this line, it's a cliched line, but anyone, anytime, any place. They all say it, they all throw it out there like they're a badass, but they don't all mean it. No, they don't, okay? Masvidal does. He is the real deal. He will fight anyone, anytime, any place. Others won't, because they're not all cut from that cloth. Like John Anik said in the closing seconds of Leon Edwards and Kamaru Usman 2, right before the head kick landed.
But that is not the cloth from which he is cut. I mean, that is a degenerate.
Yeah, he's cut from that cloth, and so is Masvidal. He has fought literally all over the world, but it's the UFC run that he's had recently, as of late, the last few years, where the man has really come to the forefront, right? Now, of course, coming into this fight, there's a lot of pressure. He's lost his last 3 in a row, okay? Last time out against Colby Covington, got controlled and taken down and out-grappled, and then lost his temper at Pappy's Steakhouse. Not here to talk about that either. That's an ongoing legal thing. And then before that, 2 losses in a row to Kamaru Usman. The first one on Fight Island, he took it on short notice, got out-wrestled. So Kamaru gave him a rematch because he was sick of the excuses. And to be fair to Kamaru Usman, he put that one to bed and he drove his right hand right through his head, and that was that. Masvidal was knocked out, and what a stunning knockout it was. But still, it's not the losses that define someone. It's how you come back from them. And Masvidal, this weekend, there's a really good opportunity to set himself up for a potential title fight with Leon Edwards. But, however, he said, if I lose, this might be the last time we ever see Jorge Gilbert Masvidal fight inside the octagon, because he said this. He said, this could be the last one. If I lose, I'm pretty much calling it quits. But a win against Gilbert Burns means that things are headed in the right direction. So if I roll the dice and I do everything right, I'm going for it all. So certainly putting himself under a lot of pressure. However, he said, I think I'm at my best right now. My mental game, my physical, and now I've got to go out there and prove it. I've got my back up against the wall, but I get to start my resurrection right here in Miami-Dade County, the city that birthed me, the city that molded me. I am more than excited. April 8th, I've got to give it all that I've got. If I win, we keep rolling that dice until we get that effing belt back. So yeah, listen, Masvidal coming into this one super motivated, and he was on the Embeddeds today, the UFC Embedded series that they do before the pay-per-view. Showed him. He's got a nice property out there in Miami. He's got a nice sauna, hot tub. He's sitting there chilling with his friends and, showing the gun, saying, listen, doing the Scarface impression and all the rest of it. And he said, listen, I am here for murder. I am here to murder Jorge Masvidal. He said, my buddy, he's got the bail money to get me out. And he said, there's one thing I know, that's violence and how to get paid from it. And listen, he's done a great job at doing that, using violence to get paid. Listen, by all accounts, we saw his house there, beautiful house. He's got the home set up. Apparently he owns his own nightclub. He's flying around on private jets. The fight game has been very good to Masvidal. And that's kind of where I'm going with this video. He's 38 years old, okay? Probably coming towards the end of his career. Granted, some people fight past 40, but generally not many. Some people go to 44, like Randy Couture. Some people are still going in the 60s, like that mental patient, his friend, Yoel Romero, the soldier of forever youth. Fair play to Yoel. Keep it going, brother.
Hello, you man.
But Masvidal, 38 years old, as a welterweight. If he loses this, he's probably right. He ain't gonna sniff a title fight anytime in the future, I don't believe. But if he wins, then obviously it's all right there. As I say, he's got the money. He's been there, done it, got the T-shirt. He's fought all over the world. What else is there to do? We do this for money. Masvidal's made the money. He's changed the circumstances of his life. I'm sure he had it pretty tough growing up. But Gilbert Burns is no easy task. But there's a lot to play for because he knows. He knows about the history with him and Leon Edwards. We all know about the 3 pieces and a soldier. I don't need to go into that stuff. But Leon doesn't want the fight with Colby. Leon wants to fight with Masvidal. Number 1, stylistically, fun fight. Number 2, as a man, Leon wants revenge for what happened backstage in London. And number 3, well, Leon's probably just sick of fighting bloody wrestlers, people that want to take you down the whole time. He wants to dance. He wants to let go with the kickboxing. And with Masvidal, he'd be able to do that. Now, regardless how all that shakes out, it's probably going to shake out that Colby Covington fights Leon Edwards. Let's be honest, okay? Colby said it's on. Dana White went to the post-fight press conference and said that fight is happening.
So it is Leon versus Colby next?
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this, but Dana White's the president of the organization. That means it's going to happen. However, with a win over Gilbert Burns, it puts him right there, okay? And it also puts him right out the window if he loses. If he wins, he gets a title fight, opportunity to make lots of money, and of course, become the welterweight champion of the world, something he's yet to achieve and he's always dreamed of. But if he loses, what's he going to do? I don't see Masvidal, given his status, given the type of man that he is, how he carries himself, the monies that he's made, the success that he's had throughout his fight career, and also, you know, the external things that he's got going on outside of the octagon. He's got his own Mezcal tequila brand. He has a nightclub, as I mentioned. He's got lots of things going on, lots of endorsements, flying around the world in private jets, okay? He's not going to be a type of guy that's a mid-card fighter. I think he's too proud for that. That's why he's saying, I'm going to retire if I lose this fight. Now let's talk about the fight, because it ain't going to be easy. Now he's putting himself under pressure, and as we know, pressure makes diamonds. Sick of saying that, but it's true. It's true. It makes you work your ass off. And even when he got beat against Colby, he said, I've got to go away and work on some stuff. And there's been plenty of time. Okay, has he been in the gym? Has he been working on those deficiencies, those shortcomings in the wrestling department? Only time will tell. We will find out Saturday night, because Gilbert Burns is a strategic mastermind. Look at what he did last time out against Neil Magny. Waited on the outside against a taller, longer guy. Then when it was time to explode, overhand right, closed the distance, body lock, grabbed him, threw him down, technical brilliance, and then took home the submission victory. Great grappling, world-class jiu-jitsu, and heavy, heavy hands. What is Masvidal's path to victory? Of course, he's got to stay on the feet, dance around, use footwork, all the rest of it. But if that plan works, then he's engaging with Gilbert Burns on the feet. And Gilbert Burns is no slouch. Remember that fight he had with Khamzat Chimaev? Yes, it was a loss, but he pushed Chimaev to the absolute limit, and the man can bang. Dropped Kamaru Usman, almost finished him in round one. I think he dropped him in round two as well, if I'm not mistaken. So there it is. I mean, Masvidal putting himself under immense pressure this weekend. He's going to walk out there. He's by far going to be the fan favorite, the crowd favorite. People are going to be going crazy for this guy. Okay, he's going to walk out to the Scarface theme tune. I love it when he does that. The man's a great character in mixed martial arts, and the sport is better with characters like him in it. Will he get the job done on Saturday night? I do not know. This is not a prediction. You tell me. Give me your thoughts in the comments. We'll put a poll up and I will give you a prediction video later in the week. But Masvidal, I love what this guy brings to the table. Even though he's tried to have a go at me a few times, I'm a massive fan. Hope you well, brother. And I love Gilbert Burns as well. I am truly neutral in this one. No dog in this race. Hold on. What did he say? I am truly neutral in this one. May the best man win. But who do you think it will be? Let me know in the comments. Subscribe. Ring the bell. I'll see you soon.